Hi, I'm so excited to do this video. Okay, so as you can see from the title, we are talking about valid concerns with network marketing. So I have the opportunity to talk to lots of people about the network marketing business, and I've had my own variety of experiences. I've been partnered with multiple companies over the last 11 years. And there are a few key valid concerns that people have. So this video is for anyone who has been curious about network marketing, but keeps thinking like, I want to try this, but, or I would really benefit from being able to build a second income stream on my own schedule from home, but whatever that may be. So I think I could do like an entire series on this because there are lots of valid concerns. And like going into any profession or any job opportunity that's new to you, there's going to be pros and cons. And so I just want to talk about three valid concerns that people express. But here's what I want you to know, that if you do have a desire or a need for some of the benefits of the network marketing business, then learning to overcome some of the buts or the blocks that are holding you back from starting is really up to you. And if you want or need those benefits enough, then you figure it out. Okay. So the first one that I hear a lot, I'm not a content creator. I don't post on social media ever. And so, how would I do this business? So that's a valid concern. You can absolutely have a successful business in network marketing, not using social media. And why can I say that? Because there are women that do it. There are women within my company that have very successful, thriving businesses. I mean, think about it, people. Network marketing has been around longer than the like social media has, and people built businesses. Um, it is a networking business, like any sales business, right? And so, how do you want to build your network? If you don't want to show up on social media, you don't have to. Now, social media is a very powerful tool. So it can more easily, it can expedite expanding your network. We have so many tools at our disposal for expanding your network, reaching people that you would not otherwise have an opportunity to reach. I have been consistently creating content and showing up on social media since 2011, I believe, is when I started my first blog. And through that and many other pieces of content creation, I've had the opportunity to connect with amazing people all over the world that I never would be able to connect with. And I've learned from them and it's so cup filling. Okay. So, first of all, you don't have to do it on social media if you don't want to, but you would miss out. So, if you want to show up on social media, but you are feeling like, I don't know how to do this, I want to break down a barrier. I think that it's easy entry to get into network marketing. The cost is low. It's available to literally anyone. Anyone can start in this business if they want to. But um, even though it's easily accessible to start, it doesn't mean that you don't need to develop skills and treating it like a profession. And here's the other thing, anyone can post on social media because we can use social media as a business tool or we can use social media as fun and entertainment. There's nothing wrong with either way. Or maybe you just like sharing your life and sharing what your kids are doing and sharing your family. Also, nothing wrong with that. But because we use it in everyday life, applying it to your business does require a different thought process and requires different skill development. So maybe you need to develop your storytelling skills. Maybe you need to develop your photography skills and learning how to take a great picture, or and these are all skills. So thinking about it, knowing that if you were going into any other business, any other new career or new job, knowing I'm going to start a new job tomorrow, there's things I'm going to have to learn. And so, network marketing, even though it's easy entry, you're still going to have to learn new skills. So, if you want to be here and you want to learn how to show up on social media, you can do that. And I mean, our team has resources available to you. I don't have to create everything myself. And there's just endless tools that you have accessible to you to learn how to create great content. But our team is very great at coaching with that, and we have tools available to us too. So think about it. It's a valid concern. I don't know how to show up on social media and build a community there and communicate with people. Totally valid. You can learn if you want. If the desire for what's on the other side of that is high enough for you, then you can figure it out. You can learn how to do it. Okay, I tried before and I failed. I have this conversation a lot as well. I tried before and I failed. Okay, so when I dig a little bit deeper with people about what this looks like, um, here's how it looks. For the most part, again, I think there's a lot of misconception. Again, network marketing is easy entry. A lot of people can get into it. And so, um, and there's content, and I've probably posted stuff like this before, right? Like working from the beach, and like we paint it as this easy thing to do and easy to have success in, when it requires development of certain skills. So I tried before and I failed. What can happen very often when you start, when anyone starts, we all have like a hot market. People, like, we will start something. There are people that are within our close circle who need what we also need, right? And so we start talking about it on social media. Those people make a purchase, and then we can earn some money, and then we can maybe even rank advance. But then there is like a fizzling out. And when you start to experience the fizzling out, you think, well, I've failed. This is all the success that I can have in this business. This is where you have people that are actually interested in developing the business, and then people who are like maybe doing it as a hobby. And this is where the pack divides. Okay. And so you think, well, this is it. Like, there's nobody else who wants to shop from me. There's nobody else I can serve. Um, that's it. I've reached the top of what I can do in this business. What some people, when they think that they have failed here, what's missing is simply growing new skills. Do you need to learn how to expand your network? Do you need to develop your communication skills? Do you need to develop your service skills? Because sometimes there is a falling off with, maybe if you're in a subscription-based business, how are you serving your customers? Do you need to develop skills for serving and educating your customers so that they're continuing to happily have, shop from you because they understand the value that whatever they're purchasing from you is adding to their lives? So there's an opportunity to grow there, but sometimes people just see it as failure and then they think they've failed. You really need to give, like any new business, if you were to start any other business, you look at any stats, to have long lasting success in business, it does require time, it does require consistency, and it does require growth. Something that rings true for me in this business over and over again, I've had many mentors say the same thing. You are only going to grow your business to the level of your own growth. Like, what I'm willing to grow into will directly impact my business. If I stop growing, then my business is going to stop growing. And that's so true. And so when we hit walls, it's like, okay, where do I need to grow here? Who does Heather need to become to go to the next level, to serve a new group of people, or to better serve the people that the Lord has entrusted to me to steward right now? And that is one of my favorite things about this business, is that required consistent growth. Okay, I think that's good for that point. And then number 3 is I've been on a team, or I've been in the industry. People have maybe you've had this experience where you have been in network marketing and you get into debt because there is this like, it's almost like this energy, like I have felt it before, not on the team that I'm on right now, but there's this like hype energy that happens if you're not like sturdy in your financial, commitments and stewarding your finances. You're not strong there in that season of life. It can kind of sweep you away in this like hype energy. And it's almost like the more you buy, there's this like, you know, thought process that more you buy, the more your business is going to grow. And it's just not the way it works. And so sometimes people get into debt when they get into network marketing. But again, having that like full entrepreneur business mindset and understanding that, you know, um, you have to understand how there is an investment. First of all, there's an investment. Now, network marketing is a low investment initially compared to many other businesses. So again, if you have a desire for entrepreneurship, if you have a desire for working from home, this can be a great option for you because it is low investment. And then how diligent are you at understanding, how much am I spending and how much am I bringing in? And we often need to be products of the product, but that doesn't mean that we need to buy everything, right? And that just creates honesty with your people too. So knowing like just good budgeting and awareness of your expenses, your business expenses, how much you're producing income, and if there's things that you want to buy more of, set that as financial goals for your business, right? And understanding what that looks like and knowing that buying more is not going to result in more sales. Um, Plexus is such a great opportunity for people who want to earn an increased income, cover the cost of their supplements, work from home. Maybe you are already buying the things: protein powder, collagen, greens, probiotics, multivitamins. Maybe you're already buying all of those things at the grocery store or from another company. You can switch to a network marketing company that has those products. You can start sharing. You can cover the cost of part of your supplements, and then it's not actually outlaying more money. You were already spending that money somewhere else. Now you're going to spend it here with the income opportunity attached to be able to share with people and say, yeah, multivitamin is going to improve your health. It's going to impact you in this way. And you can serve people in that way. So let me know if this video helped you break down some barriers. I read Eric Worre's book, GoPro, and he said something at the beginning of the book, and I'm so glad this was in there. It stuck with me because truthfully, like I said, I've been in this business industry for 11 years, and I have gone through a lot of different mindsets and growth with it. But at the beginning of his book, he talks about how many people think about network marketing as a virtual lottery ticket. And so we see people who have great success in this industry and we just think they just got really lucky. They just lucked out. They bought their package to start, they started sharing on social media, and they just got success. And that does everyone such a huge disservice. The people at the top of this industry have worked, they've developed their personal skills, they've developed their communication skills, and they have learned how to serve people with great impact. And because of that, they have been successful in the network marketing space. It is not a virtual lottery ticket. Can many, many types of people be successful here? Absolutely, absolutely. But it is a profession. It requires professional development, and it requires consistency and time in the game. So I hope this blesses you, and I hope this encourages you if this is something that you desire, but you have fears. And I just want you to know, like, a lot of times, like all those things I said, it's all valid. A lot of times the fears and the concerns are valid, especially if you've been in it before. Maybe you haven't been on a team that properly supported you. Your fears are valid. You don't have to stay there though. If this is something that you still desire and you want to try again, or you want to give it a try, then you can do this. And if you get in the right space under the right mentorship and have the right mindsets and the desire for growth, I think you will have success.